Welcome back to Roofing Rundown Show. I'm your host Dmitry, and today we're discussing the most important news of the industry, at least our peek at Roofing Insights. I hope everyone had an amazing week and you got a lot of stuff done. If you're up north, hopefully you got all of those jobs in. I know in my company we had about 40 just 2-3 weeks ago, and I think we're down to like 5 roofs. So snow is here, it's not gonna go anywhere. We're gonna talk about snow, we're gonna talk about winter installs because winter and roofing actually made it to the news this week. But let's start with the 5 news for this week. The biggest news for me, guys, is actually right here. I hope you like it. It's my brand new table from Costco. Highly recommend to everybody. This is not your regular table. It's absolutely amazing table, and because it's Costco, it only cost you 200 bucks. Was $299. I got it for $100 off. It has this presets of heights. I paid for a similar desk about $500 from IKEA a year ago, and when I find a good deal, I want to share it with as many people as possible. This one matches everything in our new studio here. So when you guys come to our class, you're gonna see this table. If you are looking for a nice standing desk, you can head out to Costco, get one for yourself. 200 bucks, cannot beat the price. Second biggest news of the week is BBB again at their game covering for HomeAdvisor. So believe it or not, but BBB have decided to remove most of HomeAdvisor reviews. So HomeAdvisor used to have, you know, way over 1,000 reviews. Now they show only 8, which is absolutely nonsense. HomeAdvisor have been getting 1 every 2 days negative review, and their rating was absolutely the worst of the worst. They never went more than like 1.1 stars. So the ratio was, I think, 98% negative towards versus 2% positive. So as you guys know, BBB under pressure of news and coverage in a lot of articles and a lot of investigation besides ours. They finally downgraded HomeAdvisor, but there's nothing they could do with a publicly traded company and the amount of money HomeAdvisor is paying BBB. But you know, one-star company is one-star company. Obviously, HomeAdvisor in this big trouble. Since August, they lost half of their stock, and they have to start making money, but contractors don't want to sign up with them. So what did BBB do? They removed more than, I mean, pretty much all of their reviews, but 8. I mean, think about it. So absolutely crazy story. I do have one of the employees of Better Business Bureau. Actually, he's from Texas, so he doesn't work in Colorado office, but he always been debating me on a Facebook, saying how it's a mistake, and he jumped on my post about BBB and removing their reviews. He said that it's a glitch in the system, and he said the reviews are coming back. He assured us publicly, stating on behalf of BBB, as employee of BBB, saying that we don't know what we're talking about, the BBB is not involved, it's just a glitch. The problem is, I look at other accounts, for example, My Pillow, F-rated company who is not paying BBB, they have all of their negative reviews. So obviously HomeAdvisor is paying BBB. We have asked management of Colorado, top management, our friend from Texas who works for BBB, we ask to reveal information how much HomeAdvisor is paying BBB, because for us, we all know it's pay to play. You pay BBB, the more you pay, the better you're gonna be. Like, stuff like this will happen to you. Like, all of a sudden, all of your negative reviews are gone. How convenient. So he assured us that their reviews will be coming back. We can't wait. We'll report to you the moment we see all the negative reviews up. As a matter of fact, myself personally wrote BBB complaint and review within the last 3 years. And BBB deletes reviews after 3 years, but this is not the case here. They removed 2019 reviews, 2018, 2017. Obviously big news, corruption news. We are doing press release about it. Please share this video, comment below what you think. Do you think it's pay per play, or do you think it's possible to have glitch in the system? Our third story comes from Wisconsin. Our friends at Fox 6 News made amazing story about roofers who decided to lay over shingles and run away. So roofing is a big deal. It makes to the news all the time, and if you do a bad job, every once in a while people will call you out, and you don't want a local news stations to talk about you. Yet a lot of roofers will still to this day defend practice of laying over shingles. Watch this clip and let's resume this review.
A roof is always a big purchase for any homeowner, and there is a cheaper alternative. Instead of tearing off, just add another layer of shingles. But there are downsides to going that route. Jenna Sachs with the news you can use in this Contact 6 report.
Well, the front part of it was leaking.
Most roofs last 20 years or so.
That's where the rain would come in.
Stance Williamson says his family had this one at least 40. The leaking was severe.
The money was the problem.
Stance hired someone to add a second layer of shingles at one point.
That was like a stopgap until I was able to get a roof, have a roof put on.
The roofer never finished.
He just disappeared. I gave him work one day and he was gone and never showed back.
Adding another layer of shingles instead of a full tear-off is the less expensive choice.
It's pretty typical in homes that are old. I mean, I deal with homes that are 100+ years old.
Eric Gremen-Prez of Habitat for Humanity's Critical Home Repair Program brought us to this vacant property to show us one layering project halted midway through.
If you look, you can almost count the layers. You can tell they stack up pretty quick.
Wisconsin code prohibits installing a new roof over one that already has 2 or more layers.
You don't want to start stacking more on top of that.
Eric has seen many homes in Milwaukee with 2 layers, some with more.
I think it's certainly a cost issue. In an emergency situation, your roof is leaking, winter's coming, snow's going to be sitting on it.
Habitat almost always opts for a full tear-off. The reason?
You keep putting a Band-Aid. The biggest thing really is weight is a big issue.
So every layer that you put on adds roughly 230 to 240 pounds per square, which is a 10 by 10 area, so it's a lot more weight.
Jason Cybrowski of J&J Contractors 1 says like many contractors, they won't layer shingles. The weight of a second layer can damage the framing of a house. Poor ventilation between layers can breed mold. The roof also won't last as long, and you won't qualify for an extended warranty. Thankfully for Stance,
I love it.
He qualified for a 0-interest loan from Habitat and got a brand new roof.
I can tell a big difference in it. It don't leak in there anymore at all.
If you're the roofer and you're still laying over shingles over existing one and not removing them, I'm asking you to repent your roofing sins. It's not acceptable by most manufacturers, but if you do it, I want you to comment below and make a public argument. Why do you think it's acceptable in your market? Maybe you're in Canada. I see a lot of guys in Canada do it. Maybe you're in the rural areas where codes are not applicable and a lot of people get away with that. Comment below if you still to this day advocate of laying over shingles, but if you think it's not acceptable, I want to hear from you as well. Comment below. Let's see where we stand today. Fourth story is winter is here. I know officially winter does not start until December 21st, but on November 15th, winter already came to a lot of towns, including Minneapolis, Minnesota. I know a lot of Canada is already under snow. Colorado has been hit a lot too. So if you're a roofer and you're in the roofing business, please read manufacturer's instructions, because I personally know quite a few contractors who've been filed bankruptcy in the past and had to start over because they have installed shingles in the winter time, especially if you're doing multi-family apartments and big projects. If you are taking the risk of installing shingles in the winter time, I want you to know that you are risking also to void the warranty and personally be liable for all of those jobs. You don't want to take the risk. There's just something about bond and shingles never being sealed. Even if shingles not gonna be blown away in the winter time, trust me, it takes a couple years for the winter installed shingles to seal after the fact. Think about it as a sticky note. If you take a sticky note and you try to apply it several times, or if you take a sticky note and you flip it and just the sand and debris collects on it, now it's not sticky anymore. The same thing happens with the shingles. A lot of homeowners don't understand it, a lot of roofers don't understand it, but in the winter time you don't have enough heat, enough sun to seal the shingles, but you still have plenty of wind, plenty of debris, plenty of sand and particles and elements. So what's happening is in the wintertime shingles don't seal and they start flipping, and wind literally destroying the seal line. And that's why a lot of manufacturers void their warranty and telling you that you cannot install shingles, usually below 50, some below 40 degrees. So if you're the roofer in the colder markets, please don't take that risk. Do it right. You can hand seal. There's other options. So winter is here. It's not going to go anywhere. If you're still in business, do it right or don't do it at all. And I do need your help with the story number 5. The way I read it, it's not how I would write it. So, but I'm just dumb immigrant, dumb roofer, so what do I know? Comment below if you can help me to understand this report. So the way I read Yahoo Finance report on the North America roofing market, that it was $29,864,000,000 in 2017 and is projected to reach $47,517,000,000.8 in 2025. Now, when I read it, it should be, in my opinion, should say billion, not a million, because technically it says 29,864,000, and I showed it to my accountant. I know the industry, I know it's billions, it's not millions, but it's Yahoo Finance, so I'm not gonna call out Yahoo editors. I'm just asking for help. What do you think? How do you guys read it? You're way smarter than me. Show it to your accountant, show this report, show this screenshot. I want to know, how do you read it? So when it says 47,517,000.8 and it has million after, is it a billion or million? But anyway, the news is this, guys, that industry is growing. Doesn't matter how you read a report like this, the industry is growing. We all know the demand is there, economy is booming, everything is pretty awesome, and you guys are awesome. If you want to stick to roofing, you're gonna make a lot of money. If you're gonna improve your processes, if you're going to work on your employees, who's going to be installing the roofs, because obviously labor shortage is also still really big problem, but industry is growing. Somebody have to put a roof over our heads. So if it's going to be you have a future in this industry, because it's pretty much going to almost double or increase at least 60-70% within the next 5-6 years, according to Yahoo Finance reports. Hopefully, the report is pretty accurate, and hopefully just me not knowing how to read millions and billions, but it's irrelevant. The last announcement, guys, I wanted to make today is about our roofing process conference in Orlando, December 12-13. If you are planning to come, please book with the Hotel Rosen before November 19. I promise you that's the place you want to stay. If you miss the deadline, you might not be able to get a room in neighboring hotels, which is, it's okay, it's just not very convenient. We're going to have a lot of fun at the Rosen. It's amazing facility. I've been there many times. I've been there at one conference where it was sold out and it sucked. So hotel is very busy. It's Orlando, so it's tourist destination. People come there all the time. It's convention center, so they have a lot of events and people will be booking those rooms. So we do have set of rooms that we reserved for you guys, so don't miss the opportunity. November 19, nothing to do with us. Just go to roofconference.com, buy your tickets if you haven't done so. I'll see you guys all in December, and hopefully you'll reserve nice room for yourself at Rosen Hotel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you think about stories we covered today in comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon. 90% of you watching our videos without subscription. I don't know what you're waiting for, but you don't want to miss our sick content for roofing industry. Give me one of those, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.